Oh my God, I'm live. Oh my gosh. I haven't been live in so long. I'm very excited, as the kids say. So we're just going to see if anyone remembers me because it has been a minute. It has been a minute, y'all. Divine timing, 8:31. Oh, this is cute. Crickets. Hello, inspiration. Can we chat? A yawn, a mouth opens. Are you there? Yes, I'm listening. Okay, can you send me some inspiration? What do you mean? How can I possibly know that? Hello. Who's on? Who's on? You're not on? Okay, great. We're just going to wait. We're going to wait because I haven't been on in a while. This business potential. Unheeded nudges. Okay, what does I say? Okay. What do you mean? How can I possibly know that? How can I know that the inspiration will be before the energy even arrives? What? I am really asking if you will make use of the inspiration at all. Yes, of course. What did you do with it last time? That great vision for your future that I sent. Oh, right, that. My eyes closed. Thoughts of frenetic energy spinning out and dissipating into the ethers fled my mind. The uncreated, the missed potential, her unheeded nudges, the things that never were. The same instant I feel the loss of what could have been, she floods me with love. Inspiration is infinite and it's always with you, provided you put in the work. You can never run out of your magic. Okay. Little light, go ahead and ask me again. Hey, Joelle, welcome. I've just been hanging out. I know it's been a long time, so people are probably like, where did she go? But I'm here, and you're here. So thank you for joining. Hey, y'all. Bless. Okay, so I'm using a new tarot deck, the Muse. I got this gifted from me from my new job, which is why I haven't been here because I've been working a new job. And so I just don't have the time like I used to, but today I did, and I'm so excited. So I'm so excited to read for all y'all that come on today. So I'm going to get started here with Joelle. Got a number 1 super fan. But no, honestly, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone is taking time to just find little pockets of quiet and peace. And I hope this is one of those for you. So this is for Joelle. Let's see what's going on. Sayon, hi. I don't know who's still on, but I'm going to just be hanging out here because, like I said, I know I haven't been on in so long, and I apologize. All right, so Joelle. What's going on for Joelle? And then I got you, Sayon. Joelle. Okay. The 8 of emotions, or the 8 of cups. And then we have the King of Cups on top. So this is interesting. This has a lot to do with something that you're needing to kind of understand emotionally. Like, okay, you feel like a very kind person, someone that is very self-sacrificing even at times, where you'll go above and beyond to like give and show up and, like try. And as the King of Cups, which is what this card represents, you have enough capacity to give, right? You can do that. But when I see this 8 of Cups here at the bottom, there, and see this eclipse, we just had an eclipse, and we'll have another one on the 21st. This is a time where you're needing to take an assessment of where you are giving that no longer feels like it's worth it or like valuable to you, right? The King of Cups is a very sensitive energy, a very empathic energy. And so there's something here that's saying with the 8 of Cups, if something isn't giving to you, don't feel beholden to continue to give to it just because you can. Okay. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. So be mindful not to just be giving because you can. Make sure that you are actually getting something in return that actually feels good, that feels nourishing. Because what can happen with this King of Cups is that you can start to shut your emotions down, and then it can affect like everything else in your life, and you not being able to actually be or get to where you truly want to be by like giving to things that don't give to you. So that is for Joelle. And then next, Sayon wants to know, I applied for the scholarship. Will I get it? So let's just see the energy around the scholarship. As we know, free will is always doing its thing. But we will look at the energy. Oh, the other thing too I wanted to say, Joelle, is like I would be curious to know your chart. Like if you had, hey Adrian, if you had any Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius in your chart. I would be interested to know that. Okay, stay on. What's going on here? What's the energy around this scholarship? Oh, you're a Pisces sun. And look what just fell out. So this is for Sayon. I got the sun. Yes, 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 yes. This is literally a yes card. I don't even have to give you all this like deep, intuitive knowledge. Like this is a yes card straight up. So that's pretty clear. Let's see what's on the bottom. Oh, the Queen of Swords. So this tells me like some type of direct communication, some direct yes. Like this is literally a communication and this is a yes. So the sun is a major arcana. So I was speaking about like your free will, but I will say that like this feels pretty strong. This feels pretty, and then you may feel confused because you're just waiting for the information to come through. But then I have the 3 of Pentacles after that. So this is a sign of something working out, a teamwork, which would essentially be a scholarship. They're going to work with you, give you this money or this opportunity. So it feels good. Keep me posted like a note. Keep your faith. Like that's where we are right now, y'all, is like what we believe can be, but we have to believe it. So believe you got that scholarship because you did. You feel me? Adrian. Okay, interesting, Joelle, about you being a Scorpio sun, because this is a time that's specifically affecting you, this eclipse season, because you're a Scorpio sun. So you should be in a place right now of like really paying attention to things in your life that just don't work anymore and be willing to walk towards what does. Hey, Gabriella. Too many G's or too many B's. Adrian. Okay, let's see the vibes for Miss Adrian. Yeah, I could talk more about it. Oh, you know what, Joelle? Watch my North Node Pisces video that I did, the tarot and transits that I did on the North Node and Pisces. Watch that. And then I think I did rising signs. So watch the general collective message and then watch it for Scorpio. I hope you're still here. Okay. Adrian. What's the energy around Adrian? Oh, Adrian, you were getting, okay. This is the Devil and the 3 of Swords. Take a breath. Take a breath. Okay. The energy right now in the collective is extremely dense. It's extremely heavy and it's extremely worrisome. But We cannot let that energy become our reality's energy. Okay. This is telling you, Adrian, that you have to start whatever you didn't like, whatever didn't work, whatever hasn't happened, whatever you think is a failure, whatever you think sucks, whatever you think is never going to happen, love, whatever, that if you allow yourself to end that kind of loop, kind of that heaviness around that concept, the eclipse season is supporting you and like releasing that. Because if you can release that, because right now it is heavy and our thoughts help create our reality, right? So what I was talking about the collective, that energy is very dark. Okay. It is dark. It is dense. It is heavy. It is wow. And it's a lot. So if you open yourself up to that energy, the devil, it will come in and it will fill your energy, your auric field with dense, dark, heavy energy, which in turn makes you think like this. Three of Swords. Think this is swords. This isn't real. It's what you're thinking. It's like this grief, this overcome with sadness, this overcome with like heaviness, like things aren't working, things are never going to work, things are never going to get better, like it's that type of energy. Don't fall into that. And see, I have the King of Swords at the bottom, right? The King of Swords is all about having a strong mental state, knowing what you know and believing what you believe. So don't let what has happened, what is happening, start to dictate and make that script of what life is. You work on regaining that from like dream a dream right now and realize that whatever has been is not, whether that is people, situations, feelings. You have to be okay with letting go of the control around something. Okay, because that's why this devil's here, and it's creating a lot of grief, and it's creating a lot of pain, and this is a very heavy energy. So it's kind of it's important for you to say like, no, I don't want to think like that. I'd rather have something brand new, something beautiful that I don't even have any idea what it looks like. I'm going to open myself up to infinite possibilities of what could be. That's what I'm going to do, because this other feeling feels dense and icky and I don't like it. And it's not making me feel happy. It's making me feel dark. Don't feed that. Feed the light. So that was very long, but I extended that out because that's a collective message. That is for everybody here. That devil energy is extremely powerful right now. If you give to it, you don't need to give to it. It'll grow on its own. It'll grow on its own. You don't give to that right now because there's enough of it. There's too much of it. So I just wanted to say that. But for you specifically, Adrian, this is about you kind of like don't like step into the dark. That's just what I feel. Okay. Gabriella. Hey, Chico, sorry. Hey, I'll get to your question right after Gabriella. You're so welcome, Adrian. What's going on with Gabriella? Two of Voices. So some confusion. feeling torn. You know, it kind of goes into what I was just saying without it being that specific. But see, I have the Six of Inspiration or the Six of Wands. There's something here about, I think this is saying, make the decision, make the choice that makes you feel the best, that makes you feel like it feels good, it feels celebratory, it feels joyful, it feels happy. If you're like at a place right now, make decisions based on joy and like this idea of success and just this idea of like feeling inspired. Like it says, Six of Inspiration. What is going to make you feel inspired? This is a time for you, Gabriella, to make decisions that are inspiring. Okay. Yeah. The Knight of Cups. This is telling you to go after something. This is telling you to start to become more of your intuitive self. This is saying take action on what you feel and what just feels good and what feels dreamy. This is about needing to take action to have this sense of joy, of this sense of like like, oh my God, life can be good. Like, life is good. Like, I can make decisions and choices that put me on the path to get me to this place that feels like passionate and exciting and adventurous. Like there's this energy around you that's really asking to lean into the adventure of things. Like, and don't feel like you have to make one decision overall. Just do something, literally, as vague as that is. Do something that feels exciting and that you want to have more success around. Like if I could do this thing over and over and over again and people recognize me and like it and receive it, I'm going to do it. Like that's the thing you need to be making a focus if you feel uncertain about what you need to be focusing on. So that's for Gabriella. Chicho, I'm happy you're here. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. I know I'm chatty chat because I haven't seen you guys and I've had so many things to say about as you can see, about what's going on. But my question is, what can I expect in the next few months? Okay, so everything that I said about that devil energy, apply that. Everyone, that is a collective message for everyone. And we're going to look into we're going to look into just the next few months right now. Strength. Y'all, I know this is annoying, but like this is the vibe right now. And Three of Inspiration. This is a time over the next 3 months. So many things can happen if you let yourself do them. The Strength card is saying, I'm not about to give up. I'm not about to rest on my laurels. I'm not about to forget my passions. I'm going to go for things. The Three of Inspiration or the Three of Wands is about action. So it's things that you've been planning, things that you've been working on, things that you've been cultivating, things that you've been like really being creative about, like whatever you've been working on, you're going to start to see this action, this movement from it, this fruition, things coming into your reality through your creativity, right? Because the Strength card is here and there's some type of passion, there's some type of light, there's some type of heart that you've been giving to something, willing into existence, right? And I see that over the next couple of months, you starting to see that energy kind of taking off, that energy being created. Y'all, we are the creators of the new earth. And this may sound very esoteric, but Arcana's tagline is self-discovery through esoteric teaching. So please stick with me. The earth is shifting. It is clear. We can see it. It is black and white. Literally, that's what's happening. And so, Chicho, whatever you've been working on, whatever your inspiration is, whatever you've been like doing and like excited about, like that is going to start to come into your life more. Keep focusing on that. Don't get in your head. Don't be doubtful. Don't be worried about, is this going to work? Is this a good time? Does it even matter? The world's blowing up. Yes, it matters so much right now, y'all, for us to be living through inspired action, Do things that make us feel excited. Do things that we just want to do, even if they don't result in money. Do they make you happy? Does it feel good? Do that, because what you're doing is creating the energy needed to bring in what it is you're wanting to manifest. We cannot manifest good things in negative energy. That does not work. So you cannot live in that space of desperation and fear and worry. That doesn't work. So be Delulu, because the world as we see is changing in front of our eyes. We cannot look at it the same. So we're creating a new way of existing, and that's through understanding that God, source, the universe, is the most powerful energy that there is. And what we're seeing is that energy being siphoned by this insidious devil energy. Don't feed that. Feed your soul. Feed what lights you up, because if you do that during this time period, you will be rewarded, because that's the energy that is the antidote to the nonsense. Bless. See, 9 of Swords. Do not get anxious about that. Follow just the inspiration, y'all. Do not get in your head. That is all negative self-talk. That is all the like, oh my God, how could anything work? Because everything is broken. Don't do that, because it can work and it will work. And this is the time to be going after that type of energy, because that is the antidote, like I said. Okay, Tasha, hey. I'm going to pull for Tasha, and then Sweet J is next. Let's just see the vibes. But I love that all of you guys are like taking action on things, like applying for this scholarship, whatever you've been working on. Like, you know, that is the vibe right now, y'all. And even in keeping hope alive, but also being willing to disconnect from the past. And what I mean by the past is the past versions of things, the past versions of yourself. Like, if I do this one thing, if you don't know where to start and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know, Cidnee, do this one thing. Do something different in your life. That could be as simple as, if you wake up every day and you get out on the left side of the bed, get out on the right side of the bed. It can be that simple. It can be that simple. If there's a way that you go to work every day, but you can go another way and get there in the same amount of time, take the alternate route. That is what you're needing to do right now. What that will help you do, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Once again, I'm going to get in the weeds real quick, but I want you all to understand. If you've heard of like timeline jumping, that's how you do that. If you want to get off this timeline that you're on, do something different, because you have to disrupt the pattern of the monotony of your actions. Because inspiration, that like, oh my God, that comes from something shifting, different. It just shakes things up. It's literally like taking a soda and shaking it up, and you open it, it's like, whoo. If you want some whoo in your life, if you want some action in your life, you got to do something different, because that shifts, it like ripples out in your energy. Okay. So I just wanted to add that too. Tasha. Okay. What's my secret to good energy? Source, spirit, angels, my inner self. Just connecting to and knowing that, like, real talk, we are of this larger energy. You don't have to be religious at all, right? I'm not a religious person at all. But I know that we come from this infinite energy, and the whole purpose of us being human is to use that infinite energy on this earthly realm to do things, to grow as a soul. In order to do that, we have to realize that everything that happens to us happens for a reason. And when we shift our perspective and stop feeling victimized by everything and start realizing that that is the way that God, source of the universe, is teaching us how to grow our soul, and when our soul grows, our consciousness grows, and then we start to see things differently. And then all these things that we felt so restricted in and thinking that this is the only way to do it, we realize, oh my God, there's infinite possibilities. Things can be so expansive if I let myself. So that's where my good energy comes from. Tasha. All right, bless. I'm so happy to give them to you guys. I truly am. And I'm sorry that I haven't been on as much, but like I said, I got a new job. So, but I honestly feel like it's part of my purpose to be in this space and to connect. I don't care if it's 4 of y'all, it matters. So this is for Tasha. Look at this. You said you've been in a tough place. Look at this. Ooh, 6 of Swords. You know what this means? Getting on the other side of being mentally conflicted and feeling defeated. Whatever you've been in that's felt so hard. Let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah, the King of Swords. Whatever you've been in, Tasha, that has literally felt debilitating. I can't do this anymore. This is too much. This is I just want to go to sleep and just sleep, right? The 6 of Swords is saying it takes a while, but there is the light, and you're going to start to see that light. You're going to start to see it because you're going to start to realize, okay, if I'm mentally and physically going through it, what can I change in my life? Even a simple thing, like I said earlier, getting out of the other side of the bed, finances and life, just tired. No. I know. So I know. That's what I'm saying. Finances, money is energy. Okay. And trust me, finances for me, I'm still working through those blocks. I'm still working through those blocks all the time. But this is how I work through them, right? 6 of Swords for you. Got the 6 of Swords. It's like, okay, I've been in this place thinking this specific way about my finances. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have enough. Every month I'm struggling. Let's say that's the thought. What you're getting to now with the 6 of Swords and the King of Swords crossing that, start to think a little different, just a little minor change around that thought, whatever that thought is that is kind of like always kind of going on, this creating the conflict. And think like, you know what? Yes, I desire more abundance in my life, but surprisingly, I always have what I need to like make it through the month. Like, so as you shift that and say, okay, I know I'm stressing and I know I'm desiring more abundance and I know that it's for me. I know it's possible. And I know that like, I deserve that. And I know that I'm worthy of more, but like, it's just not happening. But like low key, I do have what I need. So as you shift that little thought into like, I want more and I am allowed more and I can have more, but I do have what I need, even if it feels like a little tight all the time. That little shift is an energy shift. Okay. It goes from like this low frequency that's like, to a higher frequency, which is more like, okay, yeah, cool. That's that concept that everyone talks about, gratitude. That's gratitude essentially, without being so like, I'm so grateful, because sometimes that doesn't work, right? Like sometimes like it's hard to find that energy, right? Check out the spiritual AAA Cosmic Chat and Chill me and Keisha did. We talked about this. So it's okay to be like, ugh, but then it's also to be good to be like, but I do have what I need. Because that balance, those two things, you can be frustrated, but then you can also have that balance of like, but I have what I need. Balance is what the universe, God, source, the universe loves. When we have balanced energy, we can get what we're looking for, because now the energy isn't competing. It's not pulling one way or the other. So when we pull too much energy on that 5 of Swords, which comes before the 6 of Swords that you got, right? It's like, just to kind of make it basic, it's too negative. So when you pull more of that back and be like, but at least I have what I need, that brings a little bit more of that negativity over here to the positive. I'm using those words, but that's not, it's neutral. It basically balances out the energy. So 6 is the number of balance. So this is coming up for you to say that as you balance your mental energy and understand that that is a key to kind of unlocking more flow of energy in general. Energy, money is energy. Then you'll start to create a more balanced space to receive. So just work on that and see how that kind of shifts your vibe. You are so very much, you're so very welcome. Sweet J, hey. Let's see. You applied for funding from Denmark for a project. I'm curious, what's the likely outcome for me? Oh my God, I love that. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds like fab vibes. Let's see. Dang. Candy, did your cat friend leave? All right, Sweet J wants to know about this Denmark funding. Seven of Cups. So I like this energy because it talks a lot about, okay. Seven of Cups talks a lot about dreaming a dream. So you have this project, right? And so the Seven of Cups is like, okay, intuitively, I just feel like this is something that I could do, right? It's like cups, you have options. And so you're in this place right now where you are listening to your inner voice, right? Your inner intuition. And whatever this project is, I feel like it's something that you care about, that you've been interested in, that maybe has been an idea for a long time, but you decided, you know what, I'm going to go and try to make this real, and I'm going to apply for this funding, which the Seven of Cups, now these are all coming up upright. See what's on the bottom. 5 of Inspiration. So you might have felt like, in terms of applying to this funding, that there's a lot of different people doing this or applying for it, or your idea, maybe you think your idea is not as fresh and more as unique, but it is, because it's yours regardless of what it is that the project is about. You have a special voice, you have an authentic voice, and you have something to say. And you're making your dream a reality or stepping towards that by asking for this funding. When we do things like that, the universe likes to reward us with opportunity because we're doing our part. We're saying, you know what, I want this thing and I'm going to do something to try to make it happen, like apply to this funding. And the reason why I got excited, because I got the Justice card, girl. I didn't mean to misgender you for not girl. I got the Justice card. Justice is all about something working out for us, like getting justice, like yes. So like earlier I got the Sun card, and that's like a straight up yes. And the Justice card is like yes, because like justice is Libra energy, right? And Libra energy has to do with our mind, like balancing. Here's that balance concept again, balancing our mind and heart. So in your heart, in your intuition, you have an idea, you have a project, you want to like make it a thing. Okay, great. That's your intuition, that's your emotions, that's your feelings. But mentally, we also have to do something, right? Like we have to take some type of action, and that's you applying for this funding. That is a balanced way of approaching something. And when we do that, that is a very auspicious or good way of kind of manifesting something in. And this is the Justice card. Justice is a major arcana, which means like God, source, the universe is like, yes, if I can help you, I will. right? If I can, I will. You know why? Because this is something that's coming from your truth. Truth has to do with like authenticity, right? And justice is all about that, being true. So I think that you getting this funding, look at the wheel is underneath it. Are you kidding? The wheel is good luck. Something changing 180 degrees. So I think it's a good probability that that funding is going to work out for you, even if you think other people are also applying for it. Whoop-de-doo. Look, the I cannot make this up. The 9 of Pentacles is literally like funding. Like would be a card of like literally getting a money to do something, freedom to do something via the resources to do it. So that's a vibe. Bless. Okay. I think I read for everyone, but I'm going to stick around a little bit longer because I know I haven't been on in so long. You're so welcome. Keep me posted like a note. I'm going to run to the loo real quick. But I did read for you and you're sayonara, I appreciate it. I'll try my best to be back as much as possible because of this job. But I really love doing this work and connecting and being able to share my perspective and my understanding of our experience here on Earth. I think that is my purpose, and I will be doing it more as much as I can because that is what we're creating. Arcana is creating that. So make sure you watch like me and Keisha's Cosmic Chat and Chills. We talk about all this stuff, bring it down, bring that like headiness down into like reality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be right back if you want to hang. I'll pull some oracle messages as well if you guys are here when I come back. Okay, bye. Or be right back. Okay, sweet. So I will pull. See, one person still on. Thanks for hanging. Just let me know who it is so I know who I'm pulling my oracle card for. I'm gonna hang out because I know I haven't been on here. I'm gonna do a Sacred Destiny. Who's on? Okay, yay. Gabriella, I appreciate you. Okay, let's see the vibes. Sacred Destiny. You're in this place where Spirit's saying, like, okay, let's just go after things that inspire us. So let's see. Yeah, I love that this is the deck that I picked up for you. I'm going to stay on a little longer today because, like I said, I know I haven't been on. Flexibility. That's interesting. So I think this has a lot to do with understanding that just because you've done something so long, or like that's all you're used to doing, or that's whatever's felt like a routine, whatever's felt like this is just what it is, this is just my life, whatever has felt that way, like I was saying throughout the Tarot Thursday tonight is like, do something different, even if it's something little, even if it's something that you think is insignificant. I think that's really going to help flow, kind of bring you into this flow state. And I was kind of talking about that too. It's like you're in this place right now where you are a very powerful, see the moon in here, right? Very powerful, intuitive being. You are of the light. You are a light worker, okay? You are. And it's like you're being asked to realize that more by just your energy, your energetic field needs a jolt. It needs some type of zap. Okay. And that can be done through this flexibility energy. Look, purification at the bottom. Yeah. It's like you need to realize your very like powerful opportunity right now. Yes, like getting a dog. Yes, like getting a dog. I love that idea. Yes. Yes. As the kids say, doo, 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 doo. That would be perfect. You know what that does? You get a dog, your routine changes, you have a companion, they bring energy. Dogs' energies are the best because they're just full of love and light. So it like zaps things into like woo, like Gambit. He is literally a saving grace. You're live. I wonder if it'll send an email out to people again because I know I haven't been on in forever. Am I back? That'd be cool if it did. Am I back? Yay! Ooh, ooh. Okay, yeah. Okay, Ronnie, I'm using my Muse Tarot that I got gifted from work with, so that's exciting. Yeah, I'm still on because I haven't been on in so long, and I've been having a great time talking and flowing, and I am, guys. I got just, okay, Ronnie. But yes, Gabriella, get a dog. I think that's a great idea. Yes, I've always wanted it because it's so pretty. And then we got to take a deck home from work, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take this one." So, oh, you know what, Ronnie? It reminds me. That's so funny. Of course, you have it because it reminds me of your deck. I'm sure it was an inspiration of sorts. You're welcome, Gabriella. I love that. Okay, Ronnie. What's going on with Ronnie? Because I was literally going to be like, wow, this deck reminds me of Ronnie's deck. Like, not literally, because you guys is totally different, but like the fact that they like have the real people on there. Okay, you have the 5 of Swords, girl. Okay, and you just said that you started working back on this. This 5 of Swords to me, you know what, Ronnie? I was lit. Okay, I get what this is. Let's see what's on the bottom. Let's see what on the bottom. Ooh, Judgment reverse. You see that? Okay. Very clear message, Ronnie. Amanda. Finish that tarot deck. All your energy, your creativity, not all, obviously do your projects, but that should be a focus. And then do like a Kickstarter. I don't know if you know Marcos Alvarado. Love him. He's coming out with a fire ass deck I've been waiting for forever. And he's finished and he's doing a Kickstarter. So I would look at how he's like rolling out his shit. And I think that would be a great template for you and Lee. But when I see this 5 of Swords with this reversed, and guess the hell what? None of these should be reversed because I haven't been shuffling reversals. And this one is. So that tells me that this is time to renew, revisit something that you put down. And this is time to break a pattern of like getting in your head and feeling defeated. You're being asked by spirit to break that pattern of self-defeatism, self-sabotage. Okay? That's what this is saying. Connect back to your creative vision. Don't get in your own way. You can break that pattern by completing this deck. And the other thing that I was saying when I got so excited too is I was literally talking to my coworker about it. And I was like, oh my God, I was ranting and raving about the deck because it's going to be fire. And it would be like, you could literally sell it at Modern Mystic. You know what I mean? Like you could be like, hey, look at my new deck. Sell this. Like it's a small business. You could sell it at Modern Mystic easily. So I'm just saying, finish the deck. That's your message. Okay. Is Yami still on? I'm telling you. Okay, yay. Okay, Miss Yami. And then of course, if you're still hanging on, I'll do an oracle for you too. You're so welcome, Ronnie. I'm very excited. And check out Marcos's thing because he's starting that Kickstarter. I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna float him a little money, you know, because I'm trying to buy that bitch. Okay, Yams, I need you to go back to the beginning of this reading and listen to what I said about the devil. Okay, so that's your first message. Go back to this reading, to today's Tarot Thursday, and listen to the message on the devil. Yes, exactly. The Hierophant. It's literally saying, go listen to the message from the devil that I said earlier. That's funny. But let me let me continue shuffling. So that was your first message. I would actually say everybody that's on here, if we didn't listen to the very first part of this, I would go back. And I usually never say that, but I would go back and listen to that message because there was a collective message when I pulled for Adrian. Shout out to Adrian. That a collective message came through. So I would implore everybody to go back and visit that. We have the Nine of Swords. This makes sense. There's something getting you like jammed up, you know, sleepless. There's something, and okay, and this is the other thing that I'm getting. We've got to be honest about when we are in Nine of Swords, because if we're not, then we can't get out of it. So be honest with yourself. Yeah, Knight of Emotions. There's something that's getting you all jammed up emotionally, and that Ace of Swords is where you need to come in with the truth and really, really start to see how you are needing to like cut the shit. That's what I'm feeling here. Because this ace of voices, the voice that you need to be listening to and understanding is the truth. This is a card of truth. This is about truth, 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 all the truth, truth, the truth of the truth. Whatever the truth is, that's what needs to be listened to, understood right now, because this is a card of understanding. This is a card of clarity. And the truth is the truth. And whatever is getting you jammed up, it's because you're denying the truth. And that is making you anxious. When in reality, you could cut that anxiety out of here by just saying like, okay, cool. That's the truth. Look, 2 of voices right after that. Whatever this is keeping you out of balance. And once you have that truth, look, 8 of Wands comes up. Quick movement. This is Sagittarius energy. Once you allow yourself to God honest, be honest, truthful, things start to move quickly, rapidly. Results come in, they pour in. And it's on the other side of this revelation, this truth, this honesty, this clarity about whatever has been getting you jammed up emotionally that you know is just, you know, the truth. Yeah, that's where your lack is. 5 of Pentacles underneath that. Your lack of money, your lack of success, your lack of abundance, whatever's lacking is because there's something that you're allowing to latch onto that is not true. And you've got to stop confusing yourself because it's splitting your energy. You got to stop splitting your energy and you have to harness it into one streamlined, honest to God truth. And that will in turn bring in the results. You know, it's interesting. This other thing that just came through, and I know I'm like hard body right now, but like the energy is flowing, and I feel like I'm just supposed to be sharing this. Okay, some of us are here to straddle the line. 1 foot here, 1 foot there. Others of us are here to be left over here. And others of us are here to start to literally plant down over here in the future. Your energy is the future. So you're not a straddler. You're not a 1 foot inner, 1 foot outer. And the more you try to 2 of voices, 2 of swords, 1 foot in, 1 foot outer, the more you're in 9 of swords. The more you're anxious, the more you're confused, the more you are lacking what it is you need to get things going. You are a sensitive, you are a intuitive, you are a light worker. So it's like you can't be in the dark and the light because that's not your job. Some people, that's their job because that's just their mission. That's not your mission. It's also not your mission to convince or like enlighten these people that are on this other side. Because what that does, it keeps your energy split. And you have to have all your energy together, Capricorn moon, to move forward on something. So Pisces rising, Sagittarius sun, you're the future. You know that you're here and you know that. And your Capricorn energy, which you are a stellium in, your serious shit is on the other side of this divide, not straddling. That's why your energy is split, and therefore the results of what you've been working on aren't congealing because you need to have it all over here instead of saying like, oh, hey, what's up with you? What's up with them is that they're fucking on this other side and they're not going anywhere. That's what's up with them, okay? And either some bridger is going to bring them over or they're going to stay over there. But you're a future. I want to do something about that. I feel like I would need to talk about that, what I just said, because that is just like a download that just came in. And that is like literally, that is the vibe. So thank you, Yami, for giving me that insight. I hope that was helpful. That was very impactful for me. Oh my God. Hey, Zaina. Okay, Zaina wants Oracle. Zaina is one of my fave clients ever. Let's see. What Oracle message for Miss Zaina? You know, I'm low-key feeling this Halloween Oracle. Bless yums. You're so very welcome. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's see what's coming through, Zaina. I'll also pull Oracle for anybody else that's on too. Okay, Zaina. Oh my God, these are so perfect. Okay, we have at the bottom, graveyard, unnecessary fear. And then on top, we have the death card. The eternal cycle begins here. Begins. Do you see that? Begins. What this is saying is what you have let go is truly the beginning of the harnessing of the material of what it is that you desire or what it is that you want. The transformation that is happening in your life is the beginning of the hearth, the home, happiness in our hearts and homes. You are in a transformation that is ending the non-existence of this warm, very Cancerian energy, hearth, right? Very fourth house. So just know that whatever you're worried about is unnecessary fear, and that you are literally in the middle of a transition, a transformation, an evolution, a growth of a brand new cycle that is bringing in this happiness, this connection, this stability, this warmth, this glow, this healing energy. So there's no need to worry that you're going to have to do the crazy shift into the new earth by yourself. That's what I feel Spirit wants you to know. You are not going to have to do this by yourself. Look what I pulled after that, protection. You're not going to have to do it by yourself. I promise you. I know the world is crazy. You're not going to have to do it by yourself if that's a fear. Love everything about that. Love everything about that. Okay. Who would like an oracle message? I love it too. Yummy. Ooh, I want to get you an oracle message too. Okay. Sacred destiny. Sacred destiny. Look, action and success is where I split the deck. So let's see what comes out. I'm going to do it one more time. Abundance and change. Yummy. Enlightenment is your first message. And this is the energy, exactly what I was talking about. You already understand what's happening. You are already enlightened. You already know what's happening. You already know the way. You already know what's going on. You can establish inner peace from that understanding. That's your focus right now, is knowing that what you know and who you are. And once again, no longer worried about what the hell someone else is doing that doesn't get it. because that is taking away from your inner peace. And then I have flow here. So as you realize what you know and kind of come to that place of inner peace, things start to flow so naturally, so divinely into your existence, in your world, in your life. But the reason why it hasn't, because you haven't had inner peace. You've had the 9 of Swords going on. Spirit's like, you know better. Aha moment, Ace of Swords. Once you're like, oh shit, why am I still trying to split my energy? That's when the inner peace comes in, and that's when the abundance starts to flow. So I love this. And yes, and the other thing that I'm seeing here is purple, purple, purple. Purple in this, purple over here, obviously, and then purple in this little, in the little inner peace one too. So purple's what? Crown chakra. Just for shits and gigs, let's see. That's that enlightenment energy. I'm going to read that one from the book, enlightenment, because that's what I think see the pleasure here. This is the indulgence. See that? Indulgence. You're being asked to find pleasure in inner peace. Indulge in the beauty of what is enjoyable, and like understanding that emotionality is far more abundant than the what I want to say, the self-esteem is the next card out. Feed and indulge in what feels good, what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel happy, proud to be who you are. Don't feed into energy. And I know this is difficult for you because you're very understanding and you're very kind and you're very whatever, but like, stop giving your energy for real to anything that makes you feel less than. You've got to stop doing that. You've got to stop doing that, because if you do not, that is the 1 foot in, 1 foot out that I'm talking about as well. You can't do that, because you can't give so much to somebody with the hope that they realize your worth. You can't keep giving, and then like one day they'll realize that I'm valuable. Fuck off to them. Like, if they haven't figured it out now, bless them. You know what I'm saying? Because when you step all the way over here and really lock into your power, they're going to see it. In the ego, the Burger Kings of the world, they may say, oh my God, or they may never tell you how awesome and amazing you are. But if you step fully over here, you don't need them to tell you, because because you're highly connected to source, and you're in your truth, and you're in supported energy, and it doesn't even matter anymore because they're not on your frequency. Enlightenment. The vast galaxy. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large that if you traveled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one end to the other. It is small compared to some galaxies. For example, the Hercules A galaxy would take 1.5 million years to cross at the speed of light. That's insane. The realm of galaxies is so vast. Did you hear hold on. We got to read that again. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large that if you traveled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one end to the other. It is small, though, compared to some galaxies. For example, the Hercules A galaxy would take 1.5 million years to cross at the speed of light. That right there tells us how fucking huge the universe is. And when we say universe, we're literally only thinking, because that's how our brains work, of our little galaxy for real. We're like the sun, Mars, Uranus, Pluto. This motherfucker is so big, it's going to take you 1.5 million years to travel it by the speed of light. And we're over here worried about some dumbass motherfucker who doesn't get that that's how big the fucking universe is and how small that they're fucking thinking. Please. Moving on. The realm of galaxies is so vast and so wide that it is beyond human comprehension, literally. Which is why the galaxy often symbolizes great enlightenment as well as faith in forces much greater than us. Enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. That's stepping over here. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself, Pisces rising. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding, Capricorn moon. The sky's the limit, Sagittarius. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation. Jupiter, Scorpio, I keep saying Jupiter, Sagittarius Sun, Scorpio Venus, expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. And then look what that was. Release. And it's the damn fall time with the leaves falling. I'm just saying. But it requires, going back to that Nine of Swords. Remember, rewind it back and watch the beginning of this about the devil collective message that I talked about. That's the stick. That's the shtick for the true enlightenment. That's what's getting in the way. So you gotta conquer that energy, which you can. You totally can. So bless. Man, these messages have been out of this world. Pun intended. It's been interesting. And it's because I haven't been on in so long. I have shit to say. Because I don't be saying shit. I don't talk on Threads. I don't talk on my Instagram anymore. I talk on YouTube, which is how I want it to be. Because if you're over here, you actually care what the fuck I'm saying. So I also realized that Mars moved into Scorpio this week, which I missed that. I missed all of the chaos. Unless I'm making that up. I am making it up. Maybe I jumped ahead. Oh yeah, Mars is still in Libra. When does it move? Oh, next Friday. It moves next Friday. Okay, good. Someone had said that. They got that wrong. I should have checked the facts before listening, trusting somebody that I didn't. I just let them tell me without me looking. But I just looked, so it doesn't move till next Friday. Because I was like, I don't remember that being part of Channy's week ahead, which is always what I listen to before I do my Monday mood. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, it's an hour and 11 minutes. That feels appropriate for me to sign off. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'll be back next week. But like I said, it's really contingent upon this job, which I enjoy. thoroughly. Going to work, selling people tarot cards, and talking about crystals and pendulums and candle magic is literally a dream. So, not complaining. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. So, ciao.